So you're going on holiday and you want to know what to pack to keep your small children entertained and happy on a flight or a long car journey. And now don't get me wrong, holidays with small children are pretty much always going to be a little bit stressful. You're always going to have moments where they are bored or whining or tired and they don't want to do anything that you have got for them to do. But hopefully with some of these tips and things, you will have less moments where you're tearing your hair out and saying, oh, why did we think coming on holiday was a good idea with a small child? So here we go. First up, my biggest recommendation is to buy a small little suitcase or bag for them to have. This is the Little Life bag. It's a little ladybird one. And what's great is my daughter, who's 4, can wheel this along. So we fill this up with things. We don't actually put her clothes and you know, pants and socks and things in here. We fill it up with entertaining things, so things that I guess it's a bit like her hand luggage, things that will entertain her on the flight or the long car journey or train journey. And then when we get on holiday, again, this is kind of her little case that she can have all her stuff in and tidy up and put everything back in here. So I think it's really good for children, small children, to have their own case, and it's her responsibility to wheel this around the airport, and she loves it. I mean, to her it's the most grown-up thing ever. And we got this probably about a year and a half ago, so she was about 2.5 when we got this, and she's used it ever since and she loves it. And she takes this when she goes on sleepovers, like to her nana and granddad's house. She takes this as well, and she really likes it. So the kind of things that we put in there, practical things like wipes. So even though she's 4 and you know she's not in nappies, we still have a job lot of these. I think I probably bulk bought them when she was in nappies, just to get a good deal. So we've got a cupboard filled with these things, these Huggies Pure Wipes. They're really handy to take on days out, on holiday, wherever. You know, for mucky faces, mud on the welly boots, whatever. It's just really useful to take. So we put useful things and, you know, snacks and things. We always take, you know, rice cakes, breadsticks, raisins, dry snacks, not things like yogurts and things that will get all messy and horrible. So we put those in her bag. I always take small toys. So I'll usually have a bit of a rummage in her toy box before we go on holiday, and quite often go to the back of her toy box and pick up things that she hasn't played with for ages, and then it's a novelty and it's like, oh, I forgot I had this. So small things, lots and lots of small things. And what I quite like to do is wrap them up just in brown paper and put like fun little stickers and use washi tape to make it nice and bright. So I wrap up lots of little toys, and then it's like she's opening presents, and it's just elongating the experience. So it's, you know, lovely fun things that she can play with, but making the experience a bit longer. Because basically it's all you're trying to do is keep them entertained for the journey that you're in, so that they don't get bored. Small books. So the great thing about kids' books is that they're quite often, even the larger ones, they're very flat, and you can pack quite a few of them into a bag. I love these little libraries that you get. This is a Peppa Pig mini library, and you get 4 or 5 books. And what's really clever is quite often they make a little picture when you put them all together. So you can read them all, and then you can do your little puzzle as well, which is good. Magazines. These aren't that expensive. I mean, they're probably a few quid. How much is this one? £3.99. It's not the cheapest thing in the world when you think about it. But for a 4-year-old, this would probably give her about an hour's worth of entertainment, because they have, as well as having stories and colouring, they have little puzzles you can do, join the dots and word searches, and these little things where you have to get from A to B and follow the little paths. So when she was younger, we probably used to buy these when she was 1, 2, and she would just look at the pictures and colour in. And now we get so much more out of them because she's a little bit older. And they quite often come with stickers and toys. So the stickers that you get from magazines, you can see she's had fun sticking these. I think I had quite a few of them on my t-shirt the other day. I'm always going out and forgetting that I've got kids stickers on me, and then I'll take my jacket off in a restaurant and I'm like, oh, peeling them off. So I quite often kind of take these and put the, you know, even like this has got 2 left, but that's not going in the bin. That's going to go into a little drawer, and then we've got loads and loads of stickers. Is that really cheap that I'm just like keeping 2 stickers? I remember when my daughter was about 2, and we went on a flight, and she had a sheet of these stickers, and she literally just sat there peeling them off and putting them onto the seat in front of her, the back of the seat, and then she would just peel them off again and put them somewhere else. And for about an hour, she was happy doing that. And I was like, this is the best thing ever. Stickers are amazing. Now, not so much. My house has got random stickers. My front door's got a cat sticker on it. I don't really want to peel it off in case it takes the paint off. But it looks lovely. This is also a really good thing to do, is to get like a little tin or a box and put lots of toys in there, whether you're wrapping them up or just putting the toys in. It's fun for them just to open the tin up and kind of have a little delve inside. And then colouring books. This is a beautiful colouring book that we got from somebody for my daughter's birthday. And it's got lovely, intricate things that you can colour, and it's also got little activities, like saying this is saying, draw a flock of birds perched on the scarecrow's head. So that's fun because you have to explain to your child what a flock of birds is and help them draw it. And then last, but by no means least, I would always recommend taking some kind of iPad or tablet. This is a really old iPad. I think it's the first generation one. And so it's kind of been relegated to our daughter using it. And you can download TV programmes from BBC iPlayer. So whether you've got a younger child and they're watching CBeebies programmes, or whether they're a bit older and they're onto CBBC, you can download the programmes, and then even when you're in the air and you've got no Wi-Fi, or when you're abroad and you've got no Wi-Fi perhaps, you can still watch the programmes, and it's really, really good. You can also obviously get lots of games which will entertain them. So my favourite kids apps are by Tokaboka. So we've got loads of them on here. You'll probably see all the fingerprint marks from my daughter. But we've got things like Toka Band, Toka Doctor, Toka House, Hair Salon, Paint My Wings. We've got most of them. They're really, really good. But the last thing you want to do when you're on a plane is have a child sitting there watching TV on their iPad or playing games. It's just really, really antisocial and irritating for other passengers. And you don't want to be those parents that has a kid with Peppa Pig blaring from an iPad. So headphones, really, really important, I think, to get a pair of child-specific headphones. The ones that we have, which are brilliant, which were about £15, they have a noise reducing feature. So even if she whacks the iPad right up to top volume when she's watching her Ben and Holly's Magic Kingdom or whatever it's called, it won't damage her hearing. So it's really, really important. And they're bright colours, so she loves them and she loves wearing them. And again, it feels like a really grown-up thing to do. So that's it. I think I've gone through all of my top tips. So I hope that was useful, and do comment and tell me if you can think of anything else that I've forgotten about. And thanks for watching.